Hello, Earth Healers. You already know it too. You know inside that you are here to take part in the healing of the earth. We go by many names. May it be a shaman, a poet, an energetic therapist, ocean conservationist, forest ranger, light worker, high priestess. Perhaps you have your own creative name. But you know that you're an Earth Healer. This Telesonatrix project, Earth Healers project, is for me to step into that role and see what it means to me. What does it mean to be an Earth Healer? Is the Earth sick? Are we sick? Is this disbalance abnormal? Or is it part of life? And is this part of the time we're in? And is this a particular function and role that we may take on and elevate ourselves and bring higher harmony and complexity into this global ecosystem that we are in? I feel I've finally reached a point where I call this shamanic path, this initiation, and I embrace it. I found a teacher, the Earth Healers, the Earth Keepers actually, Earth Keepers based in the Netherlands, and they're going to do medicine wheel training. And I've been working with the medicine wheel for quite a while now, where I learned from one of my teachers online to do a meditation where in my mind I'm walking the medicine wheel and I'm evoking all the elements and the domains and my teachers around there. And what a blessing would it be to actually start walking the path with a teacher in the physical form, and in 2 years' time be able to really cultivate this service towards the earth, towards humanity, when I step into that myself. And the biggest signals on my journey that I'm an Earth Healer has really been given to me through dance, through comments of people asking, are you a shaman? Through being attracted to this oracle deck called the Mystical Shaman, which I've been speaking with for 3 years now about. The themes that keep coming up in my poetry, the connection to spirit animals, and when I meet people I feel animals, and it's been very much about letting go of nitpicking and trying to understand all the messages there, and just trust in the infusion of the wisdom, and that it will come in due time. And even when my mind can comprehend, when I invite these spirit animals, these power animals, these guides, I invoke them with integrity and love and guidance towards my soul's alignment, my soul's path, and to feed me, nourish me, and 1,000 others. That's my constant prayer, that everything I receive I can amplify to 1,000 others. And how that will go, I don't know. I am currently very much I want to say building, but it's such a mechanical word to say it. And that's the thing. I'm very rooted in our current physical reality, working in the corporate world. So this corporate shaman, bridging these worlds of this action orientation, result orientation, and this more emotional, cyclical, symbolical life, which is parallel, overlapping, sometimes super separate. Sometimes I got taken over by this poetic, symbolic life. And then I got into psychosis actually last year, this summer. And coming back from that, having felt that was actually also an initiation where it's been a very gentle awakening, a gentle initiation to these roles and to this service that I might be able to offer to myself and to 1,000 others. As I'm coming back now, finding that to be able to ground and root yourself is the first and foremost thing for me to do. I imagine, what awakening means for me is very much an elongation. So yes, we would be able to tap into this psychic abilities, to inspiration and wisdom from higher realms, different realms, earthly realms, cosmic realms. However, we always be able to integrate, to weave it, and to ground it into this current reality. Because without the groundedness into the current reality, it stays a kind of cloak which you could wear. However, it's hard to share this cloak because when we haven't really integrated such a role, it's harder for us to open it and bring this wisdom to engage with the rest of the people within any individual interaction you have on a daily basis or group interaction. So I've been closeted for such a long time. First of all in the spiritual closet, now in the shamanic closet, and I have this tendency to push away any label of a role, because then I'm afraid that you get hung up in it and you get stuck in it. She has ADHD, she has this, she is a shaman, she is a teacher, she is this. And then you get stuck in it, and then it's hard to get out. So I've been on this path of actually calling myself, or allowing to come out, this inner artist. Now I've crowned myself, or deemed myself a high priestess with this necklace. I'm going on this initiation of the shamanic path with the medicine wheel. I also write poetry, not daily, maybe not weekly, but I'm also a poet. So taking on all these roles, and actually, rather than having them define one part of who I am and getting stuck in that, I'm starting to play with it and see what do they have in common, what's different, what is actually trying to emerge. And all of it, what it has in common, is very much about reaching my and our fullest potential. So how can we play with what's present in our current reality? And how can we actually play with bringing in more outside of the current reality? Which again, probably also comes to us in due time when we're ready for it. But I do believe that intention and asking for setting the scene is of importance as well. And in that, I don't ask for specifics. I ask for example, for true love to come to me and for me to recognize when true love comes to me. I ask for a function, a role, an assignment, work that supports me in my inspiration and in my growth, and in that help with bringing more peace. Ultimately, part of why I'm here and what it is that I'm doing, I'm not sure if this is a universal mission. What I feel that I'm here to do is to recognize that whatever wants to emerge, allow and hold the space for the catharsis, give the permission for whatever wants to come out, to hold it to contain it, to nurture it, to bless it, to poke it, and to dance with it. And in that dance, for it to find its own power, its own center of gravity, and by that, be able to use its own potential and replicate. Hey, Earth Healer, what's your mission?